I've noticed something that I've done wrong. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Yorkshire Pop Top Adventures video if I didn't do something wrong. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you've not yet liked and subscribed, then please click on the subscribe button below. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, or if you don't like the video, double tap on thumbs down. What we're going to do now is we're going to install this wakeboard in the van as a table. It's going to be a swivel out table. I'm going to have to do a bit of chopping up of this because it's kind of, it's flat there, which is great as a table, but then it's not flat there, which is not so great as a table. So I might have to do some jiggery pokery over this way. Anyway, also later on in this video, we're going to be going to Saltaire Festival and we're going to take you along. So it's fun packed and full of stuff. So yeah, let's go install this table and I'll show you how I've done it all along the way. Should be good. Right, see you bye. Why, when I decide to do anything outside, does it rain? I mean, it's sunny, but it's raining. Ridiculous. So while it's raining, I thought I'd just show you how the setup is going to work. The table, as you can see, has got like a curve to this bit here, and the curve starts around this line. So the curve starts around this line here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a straight line just slightly past that, so then I can sand it to that line perfectly. On the underside, once it's flat, we've got a mounting plate here, just like this. And that's the plate that goes into the receiving swivelly bit, which you'll see in a bit. That will be positioned onto the table like thus. And then I'm going to put some very short screws into this, so you don't come through the other side, because there'll be nothing worse than having a big pointy thing on your table. Nice. Yeah, cool. All right, let's crack on. Well, hello up there. I've just done my test cut and everything's gone perfectly, apart from this bit here rubs against the paintwork and it's starting to take it off. So what I've done is I've just put some tape down here, just roughly, so then when the jigsaw's going along, it's not going to rub off the paint that I want to keep. So I'm just going to run my jigsaw all the way along this line now, and we should be rocking. Nice. That's the edge cut off and that's looking nice and smooth and lovely and nice. However, while I was sanding this down, I've noticed something that I've done wrong. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Yorkshire Pop Top Adventures video if I didn't do something wrong. And the wrong thing that has happened is I used the tape that I used to stop the the jigsaw from scratching the paint, has actually taken the laminate off, the varnish off. So, don't know if you can see that. Just here, it's kind of taken off some of the varnish. So what I'm going to have to do is sand that nice and gently to get that flat, so then the varnish is not like sticking up, and then I'm going to have to re-varnish this whole thing. So yeah, gutted about that, but you know, it is what it is. It's part and parcel of doing DIY. When you don't know what you're doing, things can go wrong. So yeah, if you're going to tape yours off, don't use a really sticky tape. Use a slightly less sticky tape. So I used some multi-purpose clear lacquer from Halfords, and that seems to have done the job. It's not perfect. In fact, I'm not a massive fan. This could end up being wrapped at the end of it, but it's just one of those things, isn't it? It's just one of those things. Right, so I've just moved that aside a second so then it can dry off, and we can move on to the actual fixing for the table. This can't go wrong, can it? I mean, this is purpose-built stuff. It keeps raining, so I have to keep going in again and out again to make this video because I don't want the camera to get wet. So this bit here goes here, nice, and then this bit here will attach onto here. I'll do some B-roll of it attached. So I just need to get some self-tapping screws and get that into place. Nice. Morning, you alright? when I removed my bulkhead, I left some of the screws in that attaches the bulkhead, if that makes sense. I'll do some B-roll. And because I thought I might use them in the future. Turns out I'm not, so I'm going to have to angle grind one of them off, otherwise it'll just get in the way. Okay, so let's do that. Right, so I've got this on. It's like a hello, check it, 1 2, testing, 1 2 1 2. I could put a microphone in there, couldn't I? I could be like guitar, microphone, singing, nice. Oh, wait a minute, that angle don't look great, does it? It was a guitar. Anyway, so it's now time to screw the mount to the table, and I'm still debating as to whether to go for a square table and buy another bit of wood rather than the wakeboard. I think I just tried to go a little bit kind of, I don't know, like cool surfer dude and stuff with the wakeboard, but it is what it is. Let's give it a go. Look at this. Boom shakalaka. Now we've got a little table here, put my beer, chatting with people, whatnot, and then we'll just go back in there out of the way. All I need to do now is just fit the little mounting or fixing bracket onto there, and let's do that now. So OpenReach have arrived, and it's not for me. They're doing something on the road or something, which means I feel like a proper div doing a video about a table in a camper van while these people keep watching me having their cuppers. So when we've got the bed out, it means we can have maybe a table there like that. And because I've cut this off flat, it means it goes right up to it. That was just specific to my van because I wanted it to be like that for the space we've got. And then when the bed comes out, we've got somewhere just to put our drinks and stuff like that, which is ace. But then obviously if we're outside and we're having a drink, we can spin it out like that. Oh, we need to do a rattle test, obviously. It doesn't seem like it will rattle when I'm driving, but we'll do a rattle test. I'm actually liking the wakeboard over a standard wooden top at the moment. That might change over time depending on how this lasts, but I'm actually liking the look of the wakeboard at the moment. I like it. It locks into place. There's like a little screw thing that locks it into place on both sides, so there's one under the table and there's one on the actual leg itself. If you're mounting this with a heavier table, I'd probably suggest putting that little bracket a little bit higher up. You can't do it on the T6s because there isn't a mounting place for it a little bit higher up, so I've put it as high up as it will go in the position it needs to be, but apart from that it's all good. Nice. I think the only issue that I can foresee is that we have the portaloo just down here on a night time, and that's directly underneath the table, so what might have to happen is we move the portaloo to the other side, or just move that table slightly out of the way, or even just not have it on there when we go to sleep. Just take it off and just, I don't know, put it on the front seat or something like that, but then we can just pop it back on again in the morning. I don't know, we'll figure that out as we go along, but yeah, happy days, happy days. So I posted images of this table on my Facebook page, and quite a lot of people asked, will the chair still spin round with the table there? Now, first thing, with the actual tabletop on, no it won't, because it's in the way. I mean, it's in the way of you spinning the chair round. You could, open the door, spin the table out of the door, and then spin the chair round, or do what I did, which is just take the lid off. You can leave the pole, you don't have to take the pole off all the time. You can take the table off, spin the chair round, and then Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt. I was worried that we wouldn't be able to use the portaloo at night time because the table would be in the way. However, pushes right out of the way, so we can still use the portaloo. The table will be there for, I don't know, probably all of Michelle's things. Olivia will still be able to get down. If we're a bit worried, we can just turn it that way, and then there's still a way of being able to get up into the pop top and stuff like that, which is ace. And then obviously when we're in bed, we can pull this over to this way, and then laptop, drinks, whatever. Also, it makes an amazing table for when you sat in the swivel seat as well. So I think we're going to get a lot of use out of this table. I'm really cold actually. It's proper freezing. I succumbed and I turned the heating on in the house. Don't tell Michelle. I've had some wedding albums to deliver, and being in the van and having the heater on in the front in the cab, obviously the engine running, it's been lovely. It's been so nice. I've been absolutely stonkingly boiling in this van, just so then I can get warm. So yeah, I don't know if you guys are still not having your heating on in your home, but we're trying our hardest to go as long as we possibly can. We were all wearing blankets, and we even had the dry robe on in the house the other day, you know, all arguing who we're going to wear that. And then it really annoyed Michelle because we were watching a film and the dry robe sounds like shell suits from off of the 90s. I just couldn't keep quiet, so I had to take that off and put a blanket on instead. But yeah, all is good in the hood. Another thing that I have realised is it does look a little bit like an ironing board, so it means that we can do ironings and things. So you can plug the iron in, and then we've got an ironing board. I mean, you know what I mean? It's all about multi-use. It's all about multi-use. Right, I'm off. Saltaire Festival time. Let's go. See you bye. Well, good morning, everybody. It's now time to go to Saltaire Festival, and there's been a slight change to the way that I record videos. Now, only a slight change. You've noticed, look, I've got a muff on my chest. Make of that what you will. Let's go to Saltaire Festival because it's brilliant. We absolutely love it, and I can't wait for you guys to see it too. Okay, see you bye. Right, I'm not going to put this in video, but I maybe will. Depends on what you do. You don't have to be that close.
You stood close to me.
Well, I'm trying to figure out whether the audio is going to work when Michelle stood next to me. I've got the audio thing there. Now, it could sound ace, it could sound rubbish. I don't know. What do you think it sounds like?
I don't know, I can't hear you now, can I?
Can you say something?
I'll say something, because I've got quite a soft voice anyway, so if it doesn't pick it up, then I've got quite a small voice.
Small voice?
Yeah, small voice.
Nice.
But I could get really close to it like this.
Right, so we're on our way now to Saltaire, which is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous place. Even if the Saltaire Festival's not on, it's really worth going down and checking out because it's a nice little village, nice cafes and stuff. But this is kind of like the Salts Mill part of it, so you can come to Salts Mill and shop. So now we've just got another bridge to walk over, up the hill. We'll go past the Salt Church and then the other salt thing. Everything's salt, basically. You're giving the history of Saltaire?
So basically, it was a town that was created in the middle of the Industrial Revolution.
Nice.
By Titus Salt.
Nice.
And he created this town to make it a nice place for his workers.
Nice.
Because you know how everyone worked in factories and we're all dying. But yeah, he created this town called Saltaire. It was where workers could have like more access to things. And would also live close to the factories and live in their own town.
Nice.
Do you know what I mean? And but he banned pubs because he didn't want workers to get drunk.
He banned pubs, I don't like him. Should we do a food crawl?
Food crawl, yeah.
Nice, yeah, done. Let's get a bit at every single one.
First one to not eat something at one of the stalls loses.
Ice creams, soft ice cream as well, which is the best ice cream. Right, it's food time. Loaded gourmet hot dogs and burgers. Can I have 2 of the Greek pita wraps served with halloumi and the word I can't pronounce?
Slow motion.
I don't know what it was. I didn't know if it was sour cream or not, so I didn't say.
Sorry, none of that made sense at all. It was just noise. So we've been looking at hats and scarves and things, and I'm not quite sure what these are meant for. I'll let you make your minds up. It's churro time now, because you can't come somewhere like this without having something sweet and gorgeous. So I'm having Biscoff on mine, and I think Michelle's having Nutella on hers. What are you having on yours?
I can't remember.
She's having Can't Remember on hers. All of the balloon. Might buy a balloon. I need to see some bands. That's what I need to see. Right, so we've come down to what is basically like more like a festivals area, and there's music, and more importantly there's beer. So, oh, look at that Chevy. Does that sell beer as well? No. So, oh, I nearly punched John in the face. So what we're going to do is going to find an area where we can sit down, set up our stall, and then we can spread out and go get beer. Because you don't come to a festival and not have beer, do you? And, oh, look at the beer. It's all right, got a nice spot. Nice beer, Saltaire Loom, I think it's called, or Loom, I don't know, I can't remember. And far enough away from the band to be able to enjoy it and not have to shout over each other. Loving this, surrounded by plenty of bars, plenty of stuff to buy. Now I feel like I'm at a festival, and I'm gutted that my van's not just there so we can camp tonight, but you know, it is what it is. We've got the meet up next week, so that's going to feel all festival-y, and then also the dubbed out meet as well the week after, so that's going to be mint as. This is ace. Properly. Are you not eating those? So that's the Saltaire Festival. We absolutely loved it today. It's been amazing. We've eaten too much stuff. I've had too much to drink, so I can't drive. And we've watched loads of really good bands as well, really local bands, very, very good bands as well. It's been amazing. Thank you so much for watching. If you've not yet liked and subscribed, then please don't forget to click on the subscribe button below and give us a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. It really helps the channel. And I shall see you on the next adventure. Take care. See you. Bye.